Hello everyone, my name is Pestolents, and today we're going to take a look at MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, the new DLC, number 4, Rise of Rasalhague. Can't wait to see what we see here.
I dedicated
Oh,
my life
that
to
grasshopper's
fighting
seen
for
better
the freedom
days.
of our people.
Okay.
The great house's disdain for our people is endless.
Oh. So right there we had a Vulcan, a infantry mech, and you could hear by the screaming, it was spiraling down on its jump jets, just spraying machine gun fire into a crowd. It's not a good look for the DCMS forces standing there. No, that's from Piranha Game Studios, the absolute best in MechWarrior
to justify
content.
the oppression of our people. I am here to announce we will be recognized.
I do like this here, how it's an HPG hyperpulse generator broadcast. That's really expensive in universe, so they put out like quick news clips because it's not like the internet that we have here on Earth. Communication inside the planet would be like this internet that we have here in real time, but anything off planet is really expensive, even if inside the same solar system, and there's a time lag there. But to get a hyperpulse generator to do solar system to solar system real-time communication is stupid expensive. So you would see prepared statements like this, kind of like, news at 11 kind of deal. So I like this.
As the Free Rasalhague Republic.
I am Overster Christian Mountstotier of the Kunz Army.
And see, here we have another prime example of, instead of sending a massive, filmed piece out over an area, it's much cheaper and easier to send out just a WAV file or an email. But I like this WAV file format here that they have. That's outstanding.
Of the Free Rasalhague Republic.
Okay, 12 new missions. Okay, so right there, that's really interesting, and it comes right down on the lore where Rasalhague was controlled by the DCMS. The Draconis Combined did not want to see the separatists of the Rasalhague area loose because they produced a lot of food. The Steiners wanted a barrier state in between them and their sworn enemy, so they kept supplying the Rasalhague region with military aid, if you will, and really helped them get on their feet as far as a rebellion goes. There was some animosity that also built with the Rasalhague people because they saw them as, I'm not your testing ground for your newest, latest, and greatest weapon to use on your enemy, but we will use them. And right there, let's back up and listen to that again. Listen to what the DCMS mech pilot says. 12 new missions.
Listen to the lies of this Rasalhague terrorist in the name of the dragon. Fight.
So do not listen to and deny these Rasalhague terrorists. In the name of the dragon, we fight. They legitimately thought they were on the right, at least the DCMS MechWarriors. One thing that I'm really interested in is, will they show the aftermath whenever Rasalhague achieves its independence? Will they have the Ronin Wars when the samurai of the DCMS refuse to leave their ancestral planets, even though they no longer belong to the Draconis Combined? That's a good question to have.
Well, hello, fellow mercs.
Okay.
Not so fast on that evac. We need to throw down first.
Yeah, let me stop it again there. I have to admit, if I've got beef with a fellow mercenary unit and I need to see their multi-million-dollar war machines utterly destroyed, I'm going to do it the way that they did here and, stalk them, wait until they get up on a enemy and they get the snot beat out of them or get weakened, at least in a weakened state, and then attack them. It makes my job easier. So if I had to do the same thing, I'd do it exactly that way. Also kind of a not cool way to hammer out your beefs, you know? Oh yeah, get some.
Mason, leave no survivors. No one can.
Hold on, what was that? Is this the bounty hunter? Look at that right there. The bounty hunter is kind of like the BattleTech Universe's version of the Dread Pirate Roberts. He was a mech warrior beyond reproach in his skill. The as far beyond regular mech warriors, elite mech warriors are, the bounty hunter was that much further beyond elite mech warriors. In one of the novels, he tells Natasha Kerensky, the Black Widow, that he's going to steal her mech. And she's like, "You can't. I am the Black Widow. You have no right. You who the hell are you?" kind of attitude. Then he does it. He sneaks onto her mercenary base, powers up her warhammer, and runs away with it. The whole time mocking her. And this brings about one of the best rivalries, downright blood feuds between the bounty hunter and Natasha Kerensky. They hated each other. Well, she hated him, and he loved knocking her down a peg or two to the point where it was like a personal vendetta to see her humiliated. But at the same time, the bounty hunters exploits go on for longer than a standard human life. So it's kind of, an open secret that it is a mantle passed down from mech warrior to mech warrior to mech warrior. And another thing that the bounty hunter never does is when he identifies himself, he never takes off his mirrored visored neuro helmet, so you cannot see who he is. He wears a head to toe, including gloves, coolant suit, so you don't even know what race this guy is. And he speaks through a voice modulator, so is that even his real voice? We don't know. And he has the attitude of a swaggering peacock. But he has the skills to pay the bills. So this is going to be fun.
Leave no survivors. No one can know of our
Okay.
involvement in this.
New mech paints and color schemes, alright?
Targets are attempting to raise an alarm. Destroy them, quick!
I do like this. Okay, hold on. We gotta back up a second here. What is this? It's Infiltration. I like this. I've seen some mech warriors, they want to sit back with, ultra long range weapons and just kind of poke at the enemy until, they whittle them down to just a token force, which is, that's fine. But as you heard Rihanna say, targets are trying to raise an alarm.
Destroy them!
Destroy them. This means that if you don't kill them fast enough, they're going to call their buddies in and put you in a world of hurt. You're going to get put in the hurt locker. And, if you're on a raid, that's the last thing you want, especially if you're just taking straight cash. But then again, if you have a lot of salvage points, priority salvage points build up, might also want them to call their buddies because it just gives you more selections. I like it. I like how you can play it both ways, but it also lights a fire underneath those more timid pilots.
Quick!
Okay, the Crusader. Now, there we go. This Crusader is such a gorgeous machine. Whether you go back before the Harmony Gold fiasco at the original Macross Crusader, all the way up to the PGI reimagining of the Crusader, it is a gorgeous, gorgeous machine. And with the exception of MechWarrior Online and MechWarrior 5, the Crusader is an unseen mech, which means this is the first time that it has been seen in a downloadable content game. MechWarrior Online is the first time it's ever been seen in a computer game. They talk about it in the books, but you could never see a picture of it until this design art. And this mech is gorgeous. It's also kind of a 65-ton monster, but that's a whole different story.
Alert! All first tier
Hey, look at that thing. It's got the arms. It says, I am coming to bring the pain.
and supporting mercenary forces
So
are
good.
under attack.
If by some miracle I survive, I can promise you one thing. I will make them pay.
And we're ending with exposition again. Oh, the Rise of Rasalhague. That, I am so excited for this content to come out, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's so good. And it's also laying the groundwork for MechWarrior 6. Because in MechWarrior 6, it would be very easy to have the invasion of the clans. That's exactly where we need to be. We need to have Rasalhague on the board. We need to have all the mechs that we can get on the board, and then have the invasion of the clans, and have that be MechWarrior 6, and have the architecture of the game running as smooth as possible. PGI, when you do MechWarrior 6, please spend time to optimize your programming, please, because it's a good game, but it's got memory leaks, and that makes it a little hard to run sometimes. But that's all I've got to say. Guys, are you excited about MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries Rise of Rasalhague? If you are, let me know down in the comment section below. And as always, please like this video. It helps me out with the algorithm. And if you really like what I do, why don't you hit that subscribe button? Costs you nothing. Besides, it'd be super cool if you did. And until next time, good hunting, Mech Warriors.